The drama begins in Kota Shimura's room. Early in the morning, Kota is sleeping. Then his phone alarm rings, and he wakes up. Upon waking, he receives a message from his mom. In the message, his mom cheers him up for school and says, "Enjoy your day." Kota then starts getting ready for school. While getting ready, we are shown his house. The condition of the house is quite bad, and there is a severe shortage of money. Kota takes out the money kept in a jar, counting every single penny, and then leaves for school. But in the school classroom, Hamakin and Rumi are live streaming together, and their viewers are continuously watching the stream. They make Kota sit in front of the camera and start putting makeup on his face. Rumi does a full Joker-like makeup on him. After applying the makeup, they jokingly introduce Kota to the viewers. Kota is forced to laugh in front of the camera and pretends to enjoy everything, while everyone is making fun of him. Some students start laughing after seeing the result and say, "The makeover turned out great." During this, Kota thinks, "This is my school life." He thinks, "Whenever something wrong happens to me, I just silently endure everything." He gave up speaking out against unfair things a long time ago. Then, while cleaning off the makeup, Kota starts thinking everyone has some special talent. He thinks someone is making money by live streaming. Someone is everyone's favorite just because of their good looks, and some people have established their position in school by staying with powerful students. But when it comes to him, he doesn't have any such talent. He is neither good at studies, nor in sports, nor in anything else. Because of this, he is at the very bottom of the school's social hierarchy. Meanwhile, while taking a handkerchief out of his pocket, a 10-yen coin falls to the ground. When he goes to pick up that coin, Hamakin and his companions arrive there, and Hamakin steps on that coin. Seeing Hamakin, Kota starts asking him for his money, which Hamakin had promised to give in exchange for getting the makeup done. But Hamakin says, "I don't remember anything like that." Kota also asks Rumi, but Rumi also says, "I don't know anything about this." After this, Toru also makes fun of his mother. Hamakin and his companions collectively make fun of Kota and say, "You can do anything for money." Kota just silently keeps listening to everything. After they leave, he picks his coin back up. After school is over, Kota goes to the hospital to meet his sick mom. His mom asks him, "How was school?" and tells him, "Live your life freely because these days of youth only come once." But despite enduring so much, Kota smiles and lies, saying, "School was a lot of fun." His mom believes him and tells him, "Enjoy your school life." After that, Kota reaches his part-time job. This is a burger shop where he works. Before starting work, Kota tries to motivate himself, but then tells himself, "My life is completely useless." But just then, a new employee joins the burger shop. That girl introduces herself to the staff. She states her name is Asamya Kao. Hearing Kao's words, Kota starts looking at her, and he says, "Maybe my life isn't that bad after all." But he keeps staring at Kao, which catches Kao's attention. And right then, Kota realizes that he might have already made a bad impression. He feels that now Kao will think he is a weird person. Meanwhile, Hamakin and his friends suddenly arrive at the burger shop. Seeing them, Kota gets scared because he knows very well that wherever Hamakin is, there will definitely be some problem. Hamakin is live streaming as usual. In front of the camera, he tells his viewers what today's mission is. Viewers have given a challenge that he has to go to the burger shop and make the monster cheeseburger shown in their advertisement in just 30 seconds. Upon hearing the challenge, everyone starts showing excitement. But Hamakin says in front of the camera, "If the challenge is not completed within the time limit, I will share the personal contact number of a burger shop employee, Kao, with the viewers." Hearing this, Kao immediately refuses. Kao repeatedly tries to stop them and says, "You cannot do this. You are disturbing the other customers." But Hamakin starts the challenge without listening to anyone. The situation gets even worse when it's revealed that the shop manager is not present there at that time either. Now Kao gets completely distressed. She doesn't understand what she should do. She also asks her other colleagues for help, but no one comes forward to help her. Just then, Kota quickly prepares the monster cheeseburger and serves it in front of them while hiding his face. The burger is ready much earlier than the expected time. Seeing this, everyone present is left surprised. Hamakin definitely suspects Kota a little, but he doesn't say anything about it at that time. After the challenge ends, Kao breathes a sigh of relief. Then she looks towards Kota and thanks him. When Kao takes his name and says, "Thank you," Kota is even more surprised. The question immediately pops into his mind. How does Kao know his name? So he asks Kao, "How do you know my name?" To which Kao points towards his nameplate. For a moment, Kota gets awkward again and feels that he might have given a weird reaction again. But this small happiness of Kota doesn't last long. As soon as he goes outside to throw the trash, Hamakin and his companions approach him. The very next moment, Hamakin angrily grabs Kota's collar and starts yelling at him. He asks, "How dare you interfere with my content?" Hamakin says, "My entire live stream plan was ruined because of you. I had prepared a challenge for the viewers, and you came and ruined everything." Kota is unable to say anything out of fear. He just continuously keeps apologizing. Just then, Kao arrives there. Seeing her, Hamakin and his companions immediately make an excuse and leave from there. Kao asks Kota, "Are you okay?" But Kota immediately starts covering it up. He says, "Everything is fine, and Hamakin is my friend," and he walks away from there. The next day at school, a girl named Aki is shown. She goes to sit in her seat as usual, but some school bullies have occupied her seat. Aki tells them to get up from there, but in response, those bullies start misbehaving with her and harass her. With this incident, Aki's series of bullying begins. After this, those bully girls start harassing her every day. After this, we see Kota at his house. There, Toru is live streaming a game, and Kota is making instant noodles for him. During the live stream, Toru collects donations, which he has taken in the name of Kota's mother. Actually, Toru had threatened Kota and acquired his mother's details, and since then, he has been making money in the name of Kota's sick mother. The final moment of the game is going on. Toru is just about to win, and 30,000 yen are about to be transferred into his account. Just then, Kota brings the noodles, but his foot gets tangled in the computer cables, and all the hot noodles fall on Toru. This makes Toru scream in pain, and his computer also shuts down. Toru gets very angry and immediately starts beating Kota. He yells and says, "Bastard, who will give me my money now?" Then he says, "Now you have to pay me back," and starts beating him even more brutally. Kota apologizes to him and says, "I am very poor and cannot give that much money." Hearing this, Toru gets even angrier and starts beating Kota more. While beating him, when he mentions Kota's sick mom, Kota's patience breaks for the first time. He raises his hand and starts beating Toru. In that moment, he realizes that fighting back isn't that difficult after all. After the fight, Kota starts cleaning the house. While cleaning, he also turns off the computer's main switch, which had been on until now. During this, he finds his mom's hospital bill. Seeing the bill, he remembers the doctor's words, "Your mother is refusing to get treatment due to a lack of money." Holding the hospital bill in his hand, Kota leaves for school the next day. Then suddenly, he gets a call from Toru. As soon as he picks up the phone, Toru angrily asks him, "Where are you right now?" Kota doesn't understand anything and gets confused. Then Toru tells him, "The live stream video of yesterday's fight has been uploaded to the internet." Hearing this, Kota gets shocked. He cannot believe it because, according to him, the live stream was turned off. But Toru tells him the camera's main system was still recording then. Because of this, our entire fight and all our conversations got recorded. And when you turned off the main switch, the video uploaded automatically. Hearing this, Kota loses his mind. Kota quickly opens the video and sees that the video's views are continuously increasing. In a short time, more than 100,000 people have watched that video. Seeing this, Kota panics and immediately goes back home and deletes that video. After that, when he reaches school, he sees that almost all the students are talking about the same video and watching it. What was supposed to be just a small live stream has now started going viral on the internet. Not only people from Japan, but also people from other countries are watching that video. Hamaken and his gang start making fun of Kota. Then Toru arrives there and tries to explain everything to Hamaken. He says, "We are all friends, and we shouldn't blow this out of proportion." But Hamaken, after seeing the video's comments and views, starts mocking them even more. His anger and frustration are constantly increasing. He insults Toru by calling him weak and useless. Hamaken says, "You got beaten by this Kota. You are not even worthy of hanging out with me, let alone being friends. You look fine with this Kota. You two suit each other." Saying this, Hamaken kicks Toru out of his gang. Then Toru comes to the school's terrace. Kota also follows him. Kota tries to calm Toru down, but Toru says, "You have nothing to lose. You have no reputation, no popularity, and no social status. That is why all this is very easy for you." Toru explains, "I worked very hard to make my place in Hamaken's gang, but now all of that has been snatched away from me." Hearing Toru's words, Kota remains silent for a while. Then he softly says, "I can't do anything anyway." Just then, an idea comes to Toru's mind. He says, "Why don't we bring Hamaken's truth in front of everyone?" In front of the camera, he always pretends to be a good and friendly person, but in reality, he scares the school students, beats them, and uses them. "Let's form a partnership, the two of us, and we will split whatever money comes from this." To which Kota initially refuses. But thinking about his mom and his home's condition, he says yes. Toru immediately takes Kota to where Hamaken and his friends are live streaming. Kota comes in front of the camera and starts saying, "Hamaken is a #1 liar. The gifts and rewards he promises to give to viewers, it's all a lie. He has never given anything to anyone. He does everything just to increase his subscribers. He promised to give me money in exchange for appearing in the video, but to this day, he hasn't given a single yen." Kota continues, "He always pretends to be a good and friendly person in front of the camera, but in reality, he scares the school students, just beats them and uses them. And saying this, Kota immediately starts showing the wounds on his body. Seeing all this, Hamakin explodes with anger. He immediately starts beating Kota, and right there, Toru also starts recording him. A boy named Tatsuya comes and saves Kota. Toru uploads that video and it goes viral. Thousands of people start watching it, and the views continuously rise. Toru shows Kota the results of the video. The video has gone much more viral than expected. Then Kota remembers that upon the success of the expose video, he was supposed to get 10,000 yen. He immediately asks for his money, but Toru refuses. Surprised, Kota asks, "Why won't I get the money now? After all, this was the deal, right?" Then Toru explains to him, "The video was very short. You don't make money just from getting views. To make money from online content, people have to watch the video for a longer time." Then for the first time, Kota learns about the real world of online streaming and internet earnings. Toru explains to him, creators don't just make money from advertisements. Their viewers can also send them money directly during the live stream, which is called a donation or tip. Toru explains the entire system of online content earnings to Kota. He tells him, our viral expose video only earned 3,900 yen. Despite so much hard work and so many views, this amount turned out to be very low. Hearing this, Kota is left surprised. He feels that having so many views should have meant a lot of money. Kota is only worried about one thing. He remembers that upon the expose video becoming successful, he was supposed to receive 10,000 yen. So he asks for his money again and says, "Give me my promised amount." But Toru cuts him off. He says, "You are only thinking about 10,000 yen. While a much bigger opportunity lies in front of us." He explains to Kota, the video has already crossed 1 million views. As views increase, followers will also increase. And if followers increase, we can earn even more money from the live stream. Then he reveals something that completely shocks Kota. He says, there are live streamers in the world who make 200 million yen, which is more than 2 million yen, from just one live stream. Hearing the amount of 200 million yen, Kota's eyes are left wide open. For a moment, he goes completely silent. He probably never even imagined such a huge amount. Toru calls out to him and asks, "Are you even listening?" Then Kota comes back to his senses and apologizes, saying, "I just got lost in thought." Kota says, "This is all fine, but if we start a live stream channel, what will the content be?" To this, Toru answers without thinking, "Fights." Hearing this, Kota immediately panics. He says, "Making fighting videos is not that easy. It is not possible to find a shocking fight or violent incident every time." But Toru says, "Watching this time's viral video, I have understood one thing. People don't just like watching fights. People like watching a weak person clash with a powerful person, and that is why our video went viral." Then he puts a proposal in front of Kota. He says, "Work with me. From today, I will be your producer. I will plan the videos, and you will fight in front of the camera." Toru says with complete confidence, "If you listen to me, I can earn you a lot of money." A lot of money. Hearing this, Kota agrees, but Kota is very weak. Toru says clearly, "If we have to do long live streams, you will first have to learn how to last longer in a fight." After this, Kota starts thinking about training. After some time, Kota remembers the same mysterious fighting video he had seen earlier. In the video, a man wearing a rooster mask is explaining ways to win a fight. The video's host claims, there is a secret to winning every fight. If someone understands that secret, they can defeat an opponent even more powerful than themselves. Kota then starts watching the fighting tutorial video. During this, the video's host continuously talks about fighting techniques and mindset. He claims, if someone trains the right way, their life can change. After some time, Toru meets him. Toru feels that Kota looks different than before. That's why he asks, "What exactly is going on?" To which Kota replies, "I want to become strong." Toru immediately says, "If you truly become strong, our entire lives could change. Together, we can make the channel even bigger and earn a lot of money." After this, both of them start preparing for new content. Toru is very excited as always, while Kota still looks nervous. The next day at school, Hamakin catches Kota again. To take revenge for his insult, he starts beating Kota in front of everyone. Over there, Toru immediately takes out his camera and starts a live stream because, according to him, all this can become perfect content for their channel. The situation gradually starts getting tense. With one forceful punch from Hamakin, Kota falls to the ground. But at that exact moment, he starts remembering the things from the fighting tutorial video. In the video, it was repeatedly explained, fights are not won by strength alone. When to attack, when to evade, and how to read the opponent's movement, all this is equally important. Kota provokes Hamakin, and just as Hamakin steps forward to punch him, Kota dodges that attack. But Kota forgets the tutorial's second lesson. Taking advantage of this, Hamakin continuously starts attacking him and beats him badly. Aki arrives there and starts recording everything with her phone, and she tells Hamakin, "I will upload all this to the internet." And hearing this, Hamakin stops. Fearful of losing his fame, he leaves from there. Then she goes to the terrace with Kota and Toru and asks, "Who edited the video?" The editing was very poor. She says, if the video was edited well, it would have gotten even more views. Aki says, "I will do the editing work," and Kota and Toru agree to this. And with this, she also joins their team. Aki tells them, "Let's name the channel Viral Hit because our first video was a viral hit." Both of them agree to her words. Now the team is complete. The face of the channel is Kota, the cameraman and producer is Toru, and the editor is Aki. After this, discussions regarding the channel's subscribers and popularity begin. Everyone starts thinking about how to maintain the viral video's momentum and grow the channel even more. Then we see Kota at his part-time job, asking his boss for a few days off. But his boss refuses, and hearing this, Kota gets very upset. Seeing Kota's distress, Kao helps him and convinces his boss. At Kao's insistence, Kota's boss agrees to give him the leave, and Kao has him join her colleagues' group chat, and through this, he gets Kao's number. He now has Asamiya Kao's contact on his phone. Just this small thing is no less than a dream for him. He repeatedly looks at his phone and reads Kao's messages. For Kota, this smartphone is no longer just a phone. According to him, it has become a connection between him and Kao. After this, he starts going somewhere with Toru. But on the way, two men look at him and say, "This is that same viral live streamer whose videos are running on the internet." Kota is initially surprised about how someone recognized him. But those men snatch Kota's phone, and to get that phone back, Kota challenges them to a fight. He starts recalling the things he learned from the fighting tutorial. First of all, he remembers the lesson where observing the opponent's left hand was discussed. According to the tutorial, the body gives some signals before a punch comes. If those signals are recognized, the attack can be predicted beforehand. Kota does exactly this. He carefully observes the opponent's movements and avoids almost all his punches. During this, that man's hand repeatedly hits the wall, causing his hand to start hurting. Finally, out of frustration, he returns Kota's phone and tells him, "Leave from here." Meanwhile, on the other side, Toru live streams this fight, and during this, Aki handles the comments section. The new video is uploaded to the channel, and in no time, this video goes viral, and more than 100,000 people subscribe to their viral hit channel. The channel gets its first proper earning. After getting the channel's first earning, a new confidence arises inside Kota. For the first time, he feels that he is getting the result of his hard work. After some time, we see Kota in the hospital. He comes to his mom and asks, "Do you need anything? Do you want to buy something?" Kota's mom is surprised. She asks, "Why this sudden question today?" Then she lovingly says, "You should spend your earned money on yourself. After all, you have earned this money working so hard." But Kota has brought a surprise for his mom. He gives her a new jacket that he bought for her. Upon seeing the jacket, his mom becomes happy. She looks at the jacket, smiles, and says, "This is very beautiful." Kota's mom immediately tries the jacket on. Kota becomes happy seeing her. His mom also gets emotional and thanks him. After that, Kota comes to the shopping area. There his eyes fall on the prices of some things. Seeing the price tags, his eyes widen. Just then, someone calls out his name. Kota turns around to look. Asamiya Kao is standing in front of him. Seeing Kao, Kota completely freezes. Kao greets him casually and apologizes, saying, "I called you out so suddenly." Then she asks, "Did you have to wait?" But Kota has gotten so nervous that he can barely answer. He lies and says, "I didn't wait at all." Kao smiles and asks him to walk with her. Kota silently starts walking with her. Kota cannot believe that all this is actually happening. Only one thought is running in his mind. "I am alone with Asamiya Kao." Kao takes Kota inside a cafe. Upon entering the cafe, she says, "I have wanted to come here for a long time." To impress her, Kota says, "I also frequently visit places like this." A little later, Kao remembers the burger shop incident and thanks Kota. She explains, "That was my first part-time job and I didn't understand what to do. So when you helped me, I felt really good." Kao says, "Today's treat is on me." Hearing this, Kota gets even more nervous. When Kota looks at the menu, his eyes are left wide open. Just seeing the price of a cup of coffee surprises him. Then Kao orders a strawberry parfait, and seeing its price, Kota gets even more shocked. He starts thinking in his mind that his food for several days could come for this much money. Meanwhile, Toru and Aki are live streaming all this. Some people sitting at the nearby table also look at Kao and Kota and start talking. Hearing all this, Kota's confidence starts breaking. Finally, Kota gathers courage and apologizes. He says, "I have never spent time alone with a girl before. Because of this, I don't understand what to say and how to behave." Kao smiles at his words and says, "The weather outside is very nice, and if you want, we can stroll and talk for a while longer." Hearing this, Kota immediately gets happy and says yes without delay. But just as both of them are about to leave the cafe, a message arrives on Kao's phone. She says, an old friend from my primary school is contacting me, and he is present in this area. Kao then states his name, Ogi Tatsuya. Hearing the name, Kota panics for a moment. When Kao asks, do you know Ogi? Kota, in an attempt to impress Kao, lies and says, we are both pretty good friends. But just then, Tatsuya arrives there. Looking towards Kota, he says, I heard someone is a very close friend of mine. Kota is forced to agree and play along. Tatsuya says, I was surprised watching the videos because you turned out to be stronger than I expected. Hearing this, Kota gets a bit awkward. Tatsuya and Kao start refreshing old memories. Both of them are remembering some things from their school days and converse quite naturally. Kota is listening to their conversation and he feels that he doesn't fit into their conversation. After some time, Kota talks about leaving from there. He says, maybe I should get going now, but Kao stops him and asks, is everything all right? Kota lies and says, everything is fine. After this, the three of them stay together for some time, and the conversation continues. But suddenly Hamaken arrives there. Anger is clearly visible on his face. Looking at Toru, Hamaken says, you did a huge favor by giving away my location through the live stream. Seeing the situation, Kao gets scared. Kota immediately tells her, you should leave from here. But Kao doesn't leave from there. Seeing Hamaken's actions, Kota's blood boils. He remembers the thing from training. It is necessary to keep control over emotions in a fight. But at this moment, seeing Kao troubled, it becomes very difficult for him to stay calm. Still, Kota tries to compose himself. As Hamaken continues to harass Kao, Kota steps forward and says to him, can you only raise your hand against girls? Hearing this, Hamaken's attention immediately goes towards Kota, and this is exactly what Kota wanted. Hamaken tries to throw a punch, but Kota reads his timing and tries to dodge the attack. For a moment, it feels like Kota is actually taking advantage of his training, but this time, Hamaken also knew Kota's pattern from watching his video and beats Kota severely. After Hamaken's forceful attack, Kota falls to the ground badly, and Hamaken grabs his leg and makes him apologize. And he live streams all these things and starts humiliating him. They start trying to strip off Kota's clothes, and seeing this, Kao slaps Hamaken hard. And Hamaken starts harassing Kao, and while trying to stop him, Kota gets badly beaten. Just then, Tatsuya suddenly intervenes. Without wasting time, Tatsuya confronts Hamaken and gets Kao out of that situation. Tatsuya asks Kao, are you okay? Kao says, I am fine. But her gaze also falls on Kota, who is still trying to recover from taking a beating. Lying on the ground, Kota starts breaking from the inside. Only one question is spinning in his mind. What will happen next? He thinks, my home is settled beneath those massive skyscrapers of the city, right in their shadows. Perhaps this is why he has always lived in the shadow of others. For the first time in his life, he had realized that maybe he could also live like a normal high school student. Kao is worrying about him, but this thought comes to Kota's heart. The girl I like turned out to be braver than me. Thinking this, he feels even more ashamed. Despite being scared, Kao stood by him, while he himself had given up and was lying on the ground. Kota feels that Tatsuya has everything that he doesn't have, and he started hating himself even more. After the previous incident, Kota doesn't go to school for a few days now. Meanwhile, Hamaken had started bullying Toru, and he starts a new live stream. He makes Toru sit in front of the camera. Hamaken tells the viewers, today, Toru will tell you the truth about Kota Shimura. Hearing this, Toru is also left surprised. In the live stream, Hamaken plays old clips. Old things about Kota are shown in the video. Hamaken intentionally tries to ruin Kota's image in front of the viewers, but the expected thing doesn't happen in the live stream. Toru suddenly starts praising Kota. Seeing this, Hamaken's mood is ruined because the live stream is not going according to his plan. Hamaken directly asks Toru, where is Kota? He says angrily, Kota hasn't been coming to school for many days. Find him and bring him immediately. Toru answers him, I have nothing to do with Kota anymore. But Hamaken doesn't listen to a single thing he says. Yelling at Toru, he threatens him, if you don't find and bring Kota, the consequences will not be good. And over there, Aki also starts facing bullying again. Toru reaches Kota's mom's hospital and meets Kota's mom there. And there he finds out how special Toru is to Kota. He considers him his true friend. Aki finds Kota. He is on a terrace where he had come to end his life. Aki tries very hard to convince him, but Kota doesn't listen. Aki says, how can you give up on everything so easily? I want you to stand up again and not accept defeat. But Kota still doesn't agree and steps forward to jump. But before he can jump, Aki jumps first out of panic. Kota immediately goes to check on her. He finds Aki safe and sound on another smaller building. Then Aki tells him, my life was exactly like yours. People used to bully me every day too, and I also used to think about ending my life, but that day, when I saw you standing bravely against Hamaken, I also got courage. She says, if you stop right here, then everything will truly be finished. But if you stand up again, things can still change. Finally, Kota agrees. Then the three of them together think about what to do next. Kota watches that mysterious person's video again. In the video, that man explains, if a fighter has to win a long fight, first of all, he must have a strong body. Technique alone doesn't work. A strong body, stamina, and endurance are also equally necessary. A fighter has to improve his weight, muscles, and stamina. As much hard work goes into training, equal attention has to be given to recovery and diet. Watching the video, Kota understands that a fighter's strength doesn't just lie in punches, but it lies in his footwork and body movement. And maintaining the body's balance is very necessary. If the balance is right, both attack and defense will be better. Power is not just in the hands. The movement of the entire body, timing, and angle together make an attack dangerous. If a move is made at the right time, even a weak person can cause a lot of damage. After this, Kota starts practicing. In the beginning, he can't do anything properly. Sometimes his balance messes up. Sometimes the attack falls weak, and sometimes his body doesn't move correctly at all. Every time he fails. But he doesn't stop. He keeps practicing again and again. Over there, Kota is making himself stronger, but on the other hand, Hamakin keeps bullying Toru every day. And then, exactly 1 month later, Kota comes to school and challenges Hamakin. Hamakin also accepts the challenge, and Toru immediately starts a live stream. Compared to Kota, Hamakin is physically much stronger. He beats Kota badly, but Kota, following the instructions given in the video, repeatedly keeps attacking his weak spots. Kota specifically lands continuous kicks on his legs. In the beginning, Kota's punches and kicks don't have any significant effect on Hamakin. Instead, he starts mocking Kota. But Kota doesn't give up and continuously strikes at his weak points. Gradually, Hamakin's balance starts deteriorating. After this, getting angry, he hits Kota with a forceful punch, making Kota fall to the ground. Hamakin steps forward to hit him again, but just then, Kota suddenly throws an overhand hook and knocks Hamakin out. After this, Kota becomes a celebrity in the whole school. On the other hand, out of humiliation, Hamakin stops coming to school altogether. Toru is going crazy with excitement, looking at the channel's statistics. The views are continuously increasing, and subscribers are also increasing rapidly. He tells Kota, if this growth continues at this speed, we can make a very big name for ourselves. On the other hand, we are shown that Rumi's channel also becomes very popular. Because of this, an agency approaches her and promises to give her many brand deals. Rumi immediately accepts their offer, but after some time, the agency people start blackmailing her. Out of fear of losing her popularity and career, Rumi obeys their words and has to compromise in front of powerful people. Later, the agency puts pressure on Rumi. Bring inside information about the viral hit channel so that we can control that channel. At first, Rumi refuses this, but when the agency people threaten to leak her videos with powerful people, she is forced to agree. After this, Rumi intentionally starts getting closer to Toru and tries to talk to him more. Kota and Toru find out that their viral hit account has been suspended. Seeing this, they receive a very big shock. Then when Kota is going somewhere, suddenly 2 people come and start beating him up without any reason. He fights them and both of them leave from there. But Kota had also suffered a lot of injuries, which is why he faints right there. Just then, Aki comes and picks him up as she had come there looking for him. In the next scene, the 3 of them together try to understand the entire situation. Just then, Toru remembers that a few days ago, he had typed the account password in front of someone. Then they start suspecting that someone must have seen the password from there and hacked the account. Kota is surprised and wonders why anyone would target their small channel, but Toru quickly puts a name forward, Rumi. He says, that day during the party, when I typed the password, Rumi must have definitely seen it then. Toru doesn't have any solid proof of this, but he is absolutely sure that Rumi and her agency are behind the account getting hacked. So to confirm this suspicion, they start investigating. And during this, on Rumi's agency's website, they find the accounts of the exact same 2 people who had attacked Kota. This confirms their suspicion. Toru discusses the option of going to the police, but then rejects the idea himself. Because if the authorities investigated their channel, they would also find out about their fights and violent content. Therefore, instead of taking the legal route, they decide to reach the culprits themselves, and they make Rumi and her team their next target. Toru plans, first I will take back my account, then expose their content, and this way we will get views as well as revenge. But Kota asks, all that is fine, but what if there are many people in front instead of just one? In previous fights, he had barely been able to handle a single opponent. Then that same mysterious video man gives him a new lesson. In the video, it is explained, if you have multiple opponents in front of you, you shouldn't fight everyone at once. First of all, carefully observe and understand the situation. After that, isolate the opponents and then defeat them one by one. Kota and his team track down those 2 men and decide to attack them in the market. Kota, following the instructions given in the video, takes advantage of the market's crowd and separates both of them from each other. After this, he defeats both of them and regains access to the account from them. After that, Toru gives an update to the viewers on a temporary channel saying, "Our original account is back now." He asks the audience for support and says, "Through new content, we will make the channel strong again and keep it alive." Aki and Kota are talking. Aki tells him about her past. She says, "I have spent a significant part of my life in America. Because of this, my thinking and behavior are different from the rest of the school students. And because of this, people used to bully me." The next day, when these three are going somewhere, a boy named Ryo Shinjo stops them. He challenges them, to which Aki immediately refuses. When Toru intervenes, Shinjo immediately starts beating Toru very badly. Kota tries to save him, but he can't do anything in front of Shinjo, who is a taekwondo champion. Shinjo challenges them again and demands access to the channel. To save Toru, Kota agrees, but on one condition. The condition is that the fight will take place after a month, and whoever wins gets the channel, to which Shinjo also agrees. Then Aki tells them, Shinjo was previously accused of a student's death, but due to not finding any solid evidence, the police let him go. Since then, his reputation has become very dangerous, and he always hangs around dangerous people. Kota goes to ask Tatsuya for help and tells him, "My opponent is trained in taekwondo." Tatsuya explains to him, the biggest strength of taekwondo fighters is their kicks. Their reach is greater, and they can cause a lot of damage even standing from a distance. If the opponent gets the distance to throw a kick, consider the fight almost over. Therefore, you will have to enter the kick's range and stop his movement. Tatsuya warns Kota, if you go in front of that fighter without a strategy, the fight will end before it even starts. Meanwhile, people from a famous fight show, Bad Fellows, contact Kota. The show's representative, Kawada, offers him a collaboration and says, if you join our program, you can become even more famous. But Kota refuses straight away. He says, my goal is not to become a professional fighter, nor do I want to become a celebrity. I only fight to solve my problems and earn money. Hearing his words, Kawada says, if you ever need money, you can contact me. Then Kota returns and watches the same mysterious man's video. But in the video this time, that man also gives a warning to Kota. Fighting a taekwondo champion can be dangerous. But then he gives Kota a final lesson. Finally, the day of the fight arrives. And as soon as Shinjo comes for the fight, Kota sees him and starts running away. Shinjo thinks Kota is running away out of fear. But Kota is not running away scared. In reality, this is his planning. Over there, Toru also starts running while recording them. While running, Kota comes to a stop in a washroom. That washroom is very cramped, and its floor is also wet. Kota's plan is to not give Shinjo space for long kicks, but Shinjo still starts to overpower him. He starts beating him with short kicks and knees. Kota tries the tackle and choke technique shown in the video, but his grip fails. Due to this, Shinjo escapes and attacks Kota again. Kota has almost lost. Meanwhile, we are shown Shinjo's backstory. One day, a boy named Takuma, who is bullied by some people, comes to Shinjo to learn taekwondo. Shinjo also starts teaching him taekwondo, and a pretty good friendship develops between the two. But one day, suddenly, those bullies beat Takuma very badly and leave him there to die. When Shinjo arrives there, he finds Takuma in a very bad condition. Shinjo goes into shock seeing him and tries to bring him to consciousness, but Takuma dies. And some people start considering Shinjo responsible for Takuma's condition. And ever since then, Shinjo had become like this. He had started hating weak people. The story returns to the present, where Kota is now just about to lose completely and Shinjo advances towards him to finish him off. But Kota stands up again. Shinjo strikes him down again, but Kota stands up again and again. And during this, seeing the right moment, Kota immediately climbs onto Shinjo's back, and he uses the tackle and choke technique again and doesn't lose his grip this time. And he knocks Shinjo unconscious. With this, Kota wins this challenge, and after this video, viral hit crosses 1 million subscribers. Meanwhile, Toru tries to contact Kota repeatedly. When he cannot find Kota, he reaches his house. There, he finds out that Kota is worried about the money for his mom's treatment. Just then, Toru gets a message, which has come from the Bad Fellows management. They are called for a meeting in the message. Toru immediately gets excited because Bad Fellows is a huge name in the underground fighting world. He feels that if Kota fights there, Viral Hit's popularity could touch the sky. On the day of the meeting, Kota, Aki, and Toru reach the Bad Fellows headquarters. Initially, the meeting seems normal. Toru thinks they are probably going to arrange a fight for Kota. But the boss of Bad Fellows, Kawada, comes straight to the point and says, I have no interest in Kota. His eyes are on the Viral Hit channel. He wants to buy the entire channel. Kawada explains, Viral Hit is growing rapidly, and I feel that this channel can become a valuable asset for my business. Toru refuses without thinking. For him, Viral Hit is not just a YouTube channel, it has become his hard work, dream, and identity. Kota also supports Toru. Both clearly state, viral hit is not for sale. Hearing their words, the boss of Badfellows smiles slightly. From his expression, it seems that he doesn't take these two kids seriously. At the hospital, Asamiya's father comes to meet Kota's mom. Actually, Kao's father is the exact same doctor who is treating Kota's mom. Asamiya's father comes straight to the point. He says, people are talking about Kota and Asamiya on social media. Their photos and rumors have started spreading, making people talk about their relationship. My daughter's name is being linked with viral hit and Kota, which I do not like at all. Then he puts forward a proposal. He says, if needed, I will cover all the expenses for your medical treatment, but in exchange, he sets one condition. Kota has to stop meeting Asamiya. Hearing this, Kota's mom is left surprised. Asamiya's father believes that the two kids staying together is creating problems for his daughter. Therefore, he wants Kota to stay away from Asamiya. Kota's mom listens to his words carefully, but then straight up refuses. She says, I will not control my son's life and his decisions in exchange for money. No matter how bad our financial situation is, I will never accept such a deal. On the other hand, Rumi also wanted to get out of the agency's trap. But the agency people start blackmailing her in the name of the contract and private videos. Rumi comes to Toru to ask for help, to which Toru agrees to help her. And both of them together start collecting evidence against the agency. But during this attempt, the viral hit channel gets banned. Due to platform rules and the connection with Badfellows, the viral hit team loses both their audience and income. At the same time, the condition of Kota's mom becomes even more serious, and 10 million yen is urgently needed for her treatment. Because of this, Kota accepts Kuwata's deal, but sets conditions. He says the first condition is that whatever earnings come from this fight will be used for donation, and the second condition is that my opponent will be Kuwata himself. Kuwata accepts these conditions and leaves from there. As soon as Shinjo finds out about this matter, he immediately warns Kota and tells him, Kuwata and Badfellows are also behind Takuma's death. Over there, Aki goes to meet Kuwata secretly, and she starts requesting him to spare Kota, but Kuwata doesn't listen to her, and Kuwata's gang members try to grab her. But Aki beats them up. And here it is, revealed that Aki is the same mysterious girl who had been sending those mysterious fighting videos to Kota for a long time. Aki explains, I intentionally sent those videos to Kota. I saw that Kota is a weak and scared boy who always keeps getting beaten by people. I felt that if Kota got the right direction, he could change his life. Meanwhile, Kao comes to meet Kota at his house, and she tells him about her feelings, but she says, my father will never let us stay together. Kao also tells him a story from their childhood, how they both were neighbors in childhood, and she leaves from there after returning Kota's gift that Kota had given her in childhood. Over there, Kota finds out that Aki had sent him those videos. Hearing this, Kota is surprised, but he asks her, who is the man inside the video? Then it is revealed that the mysterious man wearing the rooster mask in the video is actually Aki's father, Takao. He had made all those videos for Aki so that if Aki ever needed it, she could fight back and never feel helpless. Aki explains the whole situation to her father, and she requests him to train Kota. Takao also gets ready to train him. He doesn't give Kota any magical training. Instead, he gives training to sharpen his strength. He teaches him pain tolerance, gives him a lesson on observing the opponent's movements, how to maintain his patience during a fight, and how to frustrate his opponent and take advantage of it. During the training, Kota practices continuously. He repeatedly repeats every move, every technique, and every lesson. This is not just physical training, but it is also training for his confidence. But on the last day of training, Takao tells him a bitter truth. He says, despite so much hard work, your chances of winning are very low. Hearing this, Kota gets shocked. But Takao speaks the truth. Kota's opponent Kuwata is far more experienced and dangerous than Kota. Therefore, Kota will have to stay very cautious during the fight. And during this time, Kuwata also tries to ruin Kota's image. Then the day of the final fight arrives. Kota and his team arrive at the fight's location. As soon as he reaches the Badfellows arena, Kota understands that this fight is going to be different from all his previous fights. There is noise all around, and thousands of people have come just to see Kota's defeat. His opponent Kuwata also continuously tries to humiliate him. Kuwata says, today, Kota is going to be insulted in front of everyone. Even before the fight starts, Kota's confidence starts to shake. Outside the arena, his friends are also in tension because the opponent fighter holds a very dangerous reputation. Meanwhile, Rumi makes a very big decision. She turns on the live stream and starts exposing the people of her agency in front of everyone. She plays all the audio recordings in the live stream, in which there are clues of blackmail, exploitation, and even murder. And over there, Kao also turns on a live stream. And for the first time, she stands openly against her parents in society. She tells everyone sitting on the internet and judging someone is also a kind of violence. Seeing her speech, many people's thinking starts to change, and comments in support of Kota start coming on social media. But just then, Kao's father arrives there, and he tries to stop her. A scuffle happens between the two, and he yells at Kao. Finally, Kao unleashes years of frustration and hits her father with a forceful punch. Her father is left completely surprised. Over there in the ring, the first round begins. Kota's opponent starts overpowering him. His speed and power are much greater than Kota's. In a short time, Kota understands that Kuwata is nothing like his previous opponents. In the middle of the round, Kota remembers the people around him. He remembers the words of his mom, Kao, Toru, Aki, and his coach. During this, Toru also keeps encouraging Kota. He reminds him, "You have played the biggest role in bringing viral hit to this level." Everyone on the team stands in his support. The fight becomes even more intense. The opponent constantly keeps provoking Kota, and he tries to break his confidence. With every hit, the earnings were increasing. The second round in the ring becomes even more brutal. Kota's opponent constantly mocks him and reminds him, "You are an ordinary school student who has entered the world of professional fighters." He tries to put Kota down, and he says, "Because of this, you will never be able to move forward in your life." But this time, Kota doesn't waver by his words. During the round, a time comes when it feels like Kota is badly trapped. His opponent is constantly building pressure on him. The people sitting in the arena also feel that it might be difficult for Kota to survive. Just then the bell rings and Kota gets a little time to recover. The fight starts again, but out of overconfidence, Kuwata goes in front of the camera and starts showing off. And this much of an opportunity was enough for Kota. He remembers the techniques learned in his training. First of all, he closes the distance. Then he breaks Kuwata's balance. Then he lands his final counterattack punch. As soon as the punch connects, Kuwata gets knocked out right there. Over there, the live stream earnings also cross 10 million yen. The money for the treatment of Kota's mom is collected. Kota's friends immediately come to him and support him. And with this scene, season 1 of this drama ends right here.